Wherever we find human activity in ancient times, we find people whose number one priority is survival. While survival is universal, the means by which a people survive varies based on the environment in which they live. Our ability to grow our own food is based on the fertility of the soil that we have access to. It's also based on the amount of sunshine, or lack thereof, an area receives each day and throughout the growing season. There must also be access to water or consistent rainfall. The domestication of animals also plays a major role in modern as well as ancient agriculture and horticulture. To find out where the practice of agriculture and horticulture first began, one must find out where domestication of animals first occurred. Based on all available evidence, domestication of cattle did not begin in Mesopotamia, Greece, China, or even Egypt. Based on this evidence, the oldest domestication of cattle was in an area in Kenya in Africa. While we now know this to be true, 19th and early 20th century European historians believe that the Africans, with the exception of Egyptians, were the last people in the world to practice agriculture as late as 4,000 years ago. This is utterly ridiculous when we know that the domestication of cattle first took place in Kenya 15,000 years ago. Advancements in agriculture went hand in hand with the livestock they were able to tend. Now why would the Kenyan be practicing the domestication of cattle 11,000 years before they decide to practice agriculture? Once again, we have to go back to something that Dr. John Henry Clark stated, and that was, not only did Europeans colonize the world, they also colonized information about the world. We have the responsibility of smashing the lie with something that's closer to the truth. As Dr. Isa Hilliard pointed out, the birth of Egypt, and Mesopotamia, was not the birth of civilization. It was simply the birth of a nation. According to John G. Jackson, historian and writer of the book, Ages of Gold and Silver, the original source of agriculture in ancient Egypt was Ethiopia. While it may be true that Egypt is the light of the world, it's an even greater truth that the interior of Africa lit the candle that gave Egypt its light in the first place. This article was written by Daku Akabo wa Akatu.